like, not even a little bit. She starts crying. So I said, can I speak to her for a minute? I take her outside. I grab her by the hands. You got this. This is what you're meant to do. Come on. You go back in there. You take a deep breath. You go back in there and you do what you're meant to do, okay? We hit one of those. We walk back in there and she did her thing. I still stayed in the background. I'm doing my little, you know, listening to the instructor, whatever she tells me to do, that's what I'm doing. And they say, your form is pretty perfect. Are you certified in any way? Would you be interested in being a trainer? I said, absolutely. Absolutely. Yes and yes. And they were like, okay, come audition, you know, tomorrow as the lead. Easy. So, you know, I go to one of the producers, her hotel, and we do like a 15-minute. I showed her the dance fitness. I showed her kickboxing because I'm certified in all of that. I showed her everything that I had, right?
I'm ready.
All the stops. And next thing you know, she was like, you're hired. You're hired as a lead trainer. And I was like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? So next thing you know, they're like, okay, think about a series that you want to do. Next night, they called me and they're like, hey, can you come in and do 5 videos? I said, sure, when? They were like, tomorrow. Call time is at 6 a.m. And I said, oh, tomorrow? And they were like, yeah, because one of the trainers, he had an infection in his eye, ended up having to have surgery and everything. So he was supposed to film and he couldn't. So they were like, can you film a series? And I'm like, yes, absolutely. Mind you, it's 10 o'clock at night. So I get up out of bed and I'm making up routines and I'm ready to go. I'm ready to prove myself. I'm ready, you know. No, I wasn't even in the bed. I was on a mattress. I was doing my thing, right?
Yeah.
And I went and I killed it. I did 5 videos that day. And
that's phenomenal.
Mason says, you're a superstar. That's what he told me. And I was like, thank you. I appreciate it. He said, you were quiet this whole time. And why didn't you say anything? I said, because you would have saw what you needed to see. You saw what you needed to see. And he was like, okay, do you have a series that you want to do? Like a specific series? Because I said, you know how to move. I said, absolutely. I was like, dance fitness. So he takes it to the CEO. CEO is like, that's stupid. That's what he said. He was like, that's dumb. Nobody wants to do dance fitness. That's dumb. But that's because he was not a dancer. He could not dance at all. And yeah, so Mason said, give her a chance. He was like, this is dumb. This is dumb. Like, I don't understand why somebody would want to dance and get a shape. And I'm like, I created the Move series. And, you know, Mason ended up convincing him to give me a shot. And he didn't want to. But I still have the #1 series on Daily Burn.
That's what I'm talking about. Look at that.
The #1 series on Daily Burn. I had the #1 series on Amazon, fitness series on Amazon as well. And he ended up, you know, of course, flying everybody, all the big wigs down to see me after that. Because he's like, this is our superstar. He's going everywhere. They had me everywhere. And then I realized that I wasn't getting appreciated the way that I should have. You know, I put a lot of work in, and I was getting a lot of people to come in and sign up to that. And I feel like they weren't being fair. Being fair. So they had everybody come down from New York, all the top dogs come down, try to treat us to a steak dinner. Because by this time he knows what was happening in my life. So tried to get me with a steak dinner.
Don't take more than that, sir.
And this is, you know, this is before vegan, obviously. So me and Kevin, you know, what they offered us was a very small amount of money compared to what I made them.
And you were starting to, you're thinking more business at this point, and you're realizing you're doing the math yourself.
I had to because you know what? I was like, you know what? Again, I told you, I said, God promised me something. This isn't it. This was a stepping stone to what I was promised, but this isn't it. So I'm going to say no to your offer. They were trying to keep me as in, you know, basically exclusive. I can't do anything with anybody. And at that time I had Nike really reaching out. I had Lionsgate, you know, everybody. And I said, why would you want to take the opportunity from me and not compensate me for it? It makes no sense to me. You're trying to hold me hostage, basically, and
Mm-hmm.
you're trying to compensate me for it. At least compensate me for holding me hostage.
Right.
That's how I felt. And the amount that they that they offered was disrespectful to me. So
Mm-hmm.
I needed it at the time. I needed it, but I knew that I was going to get bigger and better. I knew it. So sometimes you can't take what's dangling in front of you. You can't. Sometimes it's not worth it. Even though you want it and you think you need it at the time, it's something way better for you somewhere else. It might be a little bit more in the distance, but you got to go and you got to grab what you feel you deserve, not what they feel they should give you. Do you know what I'm saying?
I do, and Kiera, I feel like you are one of those rare people, though, that really understood your value. There's so many people, like you said, it's just like the opportunity. And then as Black people, especially, the way I feel like many of us are believed to or grow up believing, I'm just so happy to be here. I think it's new to start thinking like, wait a minute, I'm
Yeah,
just as good as this person, or I'm doing the same thing. Wait a minute, you guys
absolutely.
are making X amount of dollars, and I think it's
Absolutely.
taken a while, but I love your story because you really, like you said, all along, you always believed in yourself. And I think that's where a lot of people, it's like you really have to believe in yourself first,
Yeah.
if you want to take it to that next level, which clearly you've been able to do.
Yeah, you really do have to. I mean, like I said, people have a motive, right? And that motive usually is to benefit them. Not
Right.
everyone is going to say, hey, you know what? You deserve so much more. Like a lot of businesses, they're not going to do that, you know? And I'm just grateful that it worked out the way that I was hoping it would, because like I said, at the time, we really needed that. When we left that meeting, that lunch or dinner, we were just like, all right, it is what it is. We said what we said, and that's it.
And at this point, did you guys have children yet? Did you?
No, we didn't.
That
It was,
changes things too. You got a family to feed. You're like, all right, maybe I will take this carrot.
but, but here's the thing. I wanted to, at
Yeah.
that point, right after, wait, yeah, right in that time frame, that's when I got pregnant with Peja.
Oh
And I,
wow.
like, you know what?
Wow.
I want a child that has, I wanted I wanted a family so bad. My husband wanted a family so bad. Again, I didn't know how we were gonna
Yeah.
afford it at the time, but it worked out.
And
It
your
worked.
children are ages, is it like 4 or 5 months to 7 years
So
old? 2 months?
7, Tasia's the oldest. Then there's Amari, she's 3. That's my no limit soldier. That's my no limit soldier. And then there's Kobe Rose, which is she's just turned 10 months.
Wow. 10 months. I
Yeah,
love it. I
yeah,
think your story again, I hope the people who've taken the time to tune in feel
yes.
inspired. I didn't even expect for us to talk this long because I never want to keep people on an IG longer than like, I'm like 15, 20 minutes, get in, get out.
Mm,
But we needed to hear this. So thank you for blessing us with your story. I hope that people continue to go to your page, Keaira LaShae, follow her. She's got the You Versus You Challenge. Find out what that's all about. I have
yes.
not ordered the supplements, but I will try. I will try. I know because I'm interested in seeing how the I think it's the not the blueberry. You have like or shortcake or cheesecake. Is
Oh,
it
the ground lemon pound cake.
pound cake? That's the one I think I'm gonna try because I could use something with just some energy, like a little energy shake. Oh, look
Yeah.
at this! Look at this, y'all. She came ready. Show us the flavors you got.
So we have banana pudding, buttercream cupcake, grandma's lemon pound cake, blueberry muffin, chocolate cake. Then we have the energy rush, fruit punch, blue raspberry, and then we have sleep and burn. Oh, I stay stacked in here. I stay.
I bet you do. I bet you do. Now, honestly, though, do you have anything for the coronavirus?
Do I have it?
I wish you did.
I
Because
was
I'm
like,
about tired of this thing. I'm so tired of it. We're
I
going to
know.
pray on that because it's just like, oh, please leave. Please go away.
Go away.
But I found you because of it. So for what it's worth. And we're healthy.
Yes.
Our families are healthy. So I'm grateful for that. We
Yeah,
will
me.
be in touch because I already told you I want to make sure that, you know, we put your story out there. It's an amazing one. It really is.
Thank
And
you.
continued success.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for your time. Yes,
And
thank you.
you being a beautiful Black woman that gets the news out, okay? Gets the
Thank
stories
you. I'm
out.
trying.
Gracious, you're beautiful, and you are also inspiring. So I thank you for, taking your time to interview me. I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. We'll be in touch. Be
Okay.
well, everybody. Take care. Good night.